5 years after the success of its predecessor, and after two spin offs, one successful and one not quite successful, Emmett, Lucy, aka Wild Style, and all other Lego figures from the Lego movie came back for a sequel just 5 years ago today. But did it really deserve to not do so well? Well, yes and no, in my opinion. So here it is. This is my review of the Lego Movie 2, the second part. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2019 adventure comedy flick, well, anime adventure comedy flick that is, The Lego Movie 2, the second part, released by Warner Bros., produced under their Warner Animation Group label, along with the Lego System AS, Rideback, Lord Miller Productions, and Virgo Entertainment. Directed by Mike Mitchell from a screenplay by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, directors of the previous film. The fourth installment of the Lego Movie franchise. While being the last film of the series to be produced and distributed by Warner Bros., I'll get to that in a bit. Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks, Will Arnett, Charlie Day, Alison Brie, Nick Offerman, and Will Ferrell reprised their roles from the previous film, with new additions including Stephanie Beatriz, Tiffany Haddish, and Maya Rudolph. Actually, in addition to reprising his role as Emmett, Chris Pratt also voiced a new character. It was a collaboration between production houses in the US, Australia, and Denmark. It takes five It takes place 5 years after the events of Taco Tuesday and follows Emmett, Lucy, aka Wild Style, and their friends who travel into the Sister system to test their skills and creativity while Emmett deals with a coming cataclysm known as Armageddon. The film was released here in the US on this day, February 8th, 2019. Henceforth, today's the 5th anniversary of the film. Just that was just a week after it made its premiere at the Regency Village Theater and the day after it premiered in Denmark. It would follow a release in Australia 1 month later. Anyway, well, it still got some good reviews, but it didn't quite do too well. But again, I'll get to that in a little bit. Now, before I get started on the story, if you haven't seen my review of the first Lego movie, check it out by clicking on that card there. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, then let's begin. Shortly after the destruction of the Kraggle, Duplo aliens arrive in the Lego universe and threaten destruction. Emmett builds the aliens a heart as a token of friendship, but one eats it and demands more. Lucy and the Master Builders believe this to be an attack and retaliate, and the ensuing battle ravages Bricksburg. 5 years later, the teenage Finn has rebuilt Bricksburg as Apocalypseburg. Within the LEGO universe, they have been ravaged by repeated Duplo attacks, and several of their friends have gone missing while searching for the Duplo home planet. Emmett remains upbeat in stark contrast to Lucy and his friends, though he has visions of an impending Armageddon. A mini doll called General Sweet Mayhem arrives, kidnaps all of Emmett's friends, and takes them to the shape-shifting empress of the Sister system, Queen whatever Wannabe. Emmett tries to convince the Master Builders to help him save Lucy and the rest of his friends, but they refuse to help, believing that he is not tough enough to go through the Sister system. Emmett subsequently crafts a spaceship to pursue Mayhem by passing through the Stairgate. Meanwhile, Wannabe can seemingly brainwash Emmett's friends into accepting the joy of her world and convinces Batman to marry her as a way to unite the Lego mini doll and Duplo worlds, while only Lucy remains skeptical of Wannabe's plans. Emmett's ship is heavily damaged and nearly collides with an asteroid field, but is saved by rugged adventurer Rex Dangervest. After hearing Emmett's story, Rex offers to help him and take them to the Sister system. And en route, Emmett tries to emulate some of Rex's mannerisms. When they arrive, they quickly reunite with Lucy and learn of the marriage plans, which Rex insists must be a front to bring on Armageddon. As the wedding starts, Emmett, Rex, and Lucy split up to sabotage the event. Mayhem, who insists the wedding is intended to prevent Armageddon, intercepts Lucy instead and explains their true intentions. At the ceremony, Wanabe reveals her true form, the heart that Emmett tried to give the Duplo invaders. Realizing that Mayhem was right, Lucy tries to stop Emmett, but he crashes the ceremony. In reality, Finn, after finding that his sister Bianca had taken his Lego figures, had smashed her own creations. Emmett realizes his mistake, but is seized by Rex, who reveals he is a version of himself from the future. Rex had collided with the asteroids and ended up under the dryer, become embittered after forgotten by Finn. To ensure his future existence, he changed his appearance and created a time travel machine that returned to help Emmett but make sure Armageddon came to pass. When Emmett refuses to abandon his friends, Rex knocks him under the same dryer, ensuring that he would continue to exist. In the real world, Finn and Bianca's mother is fed up with the kids bickering and, as punishment, orders them to put the Lego toys into the storage bin. Lucy recognizes this as Emmett's Armageddon, as in our mama gets in. Both the Lego Mini Doll and Duplo figures are put into the bin of storage and fear they will not escape. Now for the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. As I count down, if you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Meanwhile, Finn finds the pieces of Wanabe's form in one of the storage bins, which is revealed to be a heart that Finn gave to Bianca 5 years earlier, telling her it can be whatever you want it to be. Finn and Bianca reconcile and start playing together. In the Lego universe, this act inspires Lucy and the others to escape the bin and help rebuild Wanabe's world. Lucy then saves Emmett from Rex, destroying the time machine in the process. Emmett comes to accept he will never be as skilled as Rex, and with this time self-realization, Rex fades from existence, correcting a time paradox. Finn and Bianca's mother sees them playing together and happily watches them. The Lego universe is recreated as a mishmash of Apocalypseburg and the Sister system, renamed Cispoclipstar. Excuse me. When Emmett's home is rebuilt, Lucy makes Emmett a gift of the original album of Everything is Awesome, revealing that she co-originated this song, causing Emmett to gasp in shock. End of story. So what did I think of the Lego Movie 2, the second part? Well, despite I've only seen the film one time, and that was in the theater, I've never rewatched this again, considering I was rather disappointed with how this did well. While the film didn't factually bomb or anything, it just didn't do that great. It made $199 million worldwide against its $99 million budget, and the film became the franchise's second big box office disappointment after their recent film, the Lego Ninjago movie, which came out in 2017, a few months after the Lego Batman movie, which unfortunately led Warner Bros. To sell the rights of the Lego movie franchise to Universal, which was later set for a 5-year deal. And a new film under this partnership is currently in development. Anyway, it does, however, provide some pretty good songs in Miami, just like the previous film. And they have Mark Mothersbaugh back on board to do the score, so that's still good. Now, it still did well and what have you. But anyway, and its reviews were pretty good as well. Well, not quite close to its predecessors, but it was still managed to make certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. It currently sits at 84%, saying while it isn't quite as much fun as its predecessor, the film fits neatly into an animated all ages franchise with heart and humor to spare. Yes, I do agree with them. This is not as good as the first film, but it does have the heart and humor though. Definitely. Now the AV Club called the film lovable and wrote like Brad Bird's recent Incredibles 2, which came out a few months before that, the previous year. It follows up a dazzling anime original, all the more dazzling for earning that designation despite being based on a toy line, with some big ideas that don't cohere with the same streamlined magic as its predecessor. Definitely. The Rap commended the screenplay and directed and wrote that the film expands on the original's premise, adding new worlds and characters to the growing Lego universe, while also crafting a story that is timely, inventive, hilarious, and perfect for all ages. Also, a reviewer for Entertainment Weekly said that while it was better than most other films, that it did not recapture the surprise of the first film, saying everything is still awesome, just a little bit less so. And the Hollywood Reporter said, little that's fresh or funny to the interlocking brick table, despite boasting a script penned by originators Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Well, again, that's understandable. While not as good as its predecessor, the Lego Movie 2, the second part, did provide some pretty fun moments and what have you. It did get nominated for several awards, winning the at the Movie Guide Awards for at where it won Best Animated Family Film, which it was also nominated for that at the Golden Trailer Awards, the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards, and the People's Choice Awards as well. Anyway, so it also got an award nomination for its little number "Catchy Song," which of course might not be no everything is awesome, but I still think that's pretty good though. Now, I will say that, but I still think the animation was definitely very well done and what have you, and the music's pretty good too. But what about the cast? Well, let's get into it. Chris Pratt once again returns as Emmett Brakowski. He does an exceptionally good job, and the same with Rex Dangervest. He's a pretty funny, tough character as well. Elizabeth Banks returns to voice Lucy, aka Wild Style. Still a good character. Will Arnett once again voices Bruce Wayne, aka the Lego Batman, whom he had recently had voiced in his own film and what have you. Yeah, I'm trying to check. And actually, of course, the following year, he would be the host of the American version of the reality series Lego Masters on the Fox Network, which I've seen that so far. Now, voicing Queen Wannabe is Tiffany Haddish. Not too bad of a character. Stephanie Beatriz voices General Sweet Mayhem. Not too bad. Of course, Beatriz was well known for doing lots of lots of shows and lots of. It's hard to explain why have you. Oh yeah, she was well known for being on Brooklyn Nine and also she had later went on to be in the films of In the Heights and uh, lent herself the voice of Mirabelle in Disney's Encanto, and more recently we saw her in Quiet in on the Twisted Metal series on Peacock, and now more recently she's voicing the character of Vaggie in the adult animated musical series Has Been Hotel on Prime Video. Anywho, I think this was just so much fun and what have you. Charlie Day once again returns as Benny, the spaceship obsessed 1980 spaceman, what have you. Now, of course, again, after this, they would reteam with Chris Pratt as the Mario Bros. In the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Alison Brie returns as Unikey as well as Ultra K. Of course, Unikey actually got her own show on Cartoon Network. Nick Offerman returns as the voice of Mel Beard. Jan Sand once again plays Finn. We have Brooklyn Prince playing Bianca, and Maya Rudolph as the mom. Will Ferrell once again plays the man upstairs and does the voice of President Lord Business. And we have a ton of others in what have you, including Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, and Kobe Smulders once again voicing the Lego Superman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. And we have Aquaman, voiced by Jason Momoa, who, of course, more recently played that character in live action form a couple months before this. Well, actually, a little over a month after that film came out. Sorry about that. But anyhow, and there's lots of others. Ike Barinholtz, Ray Fiennes, Will Forte. Shoot, there was even a Lego version of Bruce Willis. Even oh man, the list goes on. So anyway, I will say, while it might not be as awesome as its predecessor, but nevertheless, the Lego Movie 2, the second part, was still pretty fun. What have you? But would I recommend it at considering it didn't do so well? I'd say if you're a hardcore completionist, I'd say give it a one-time watch. But if you like the first film, you may like this one. Maybe not quite as much, but like I said, it does still have the heart and the humor and what have you though. So yeah. So, what did you think of the Lego Movie 2, the second part? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my TV log of Sex in the City. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that in a way. Okay, enough said. Anyway, if you like this, consider checking out my reviews for some of these other films. In the upper left hand corner is my spoiler free review of the Super Mario Bros. Movie from last year. The upper right, well, which is 2023. The upper right hand corner is my spoiler free review of a recent Disney Plus film, which will actually get a limited release in theaters tomorrow, and that's Disney and Pixar's Turning Red. Or if you would like, go to the bottom, or you can go to the, if you'd like, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review, my re-review of another Disney Pixar film, but it's a great sequel, Toy Story 2. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guy. And I will be reviewing the Lego Batman movie and the Lego Ninjago movie later on this year, I promise. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.